See, we can do mine on just the battery. And I have the latest version of Zoom too. I downloaded it yesterday. Yeah, I tried downloading it on my. Starts out good and then it gets into this lightweight elevator, poor elevator music. It's just depressing. I know, it does this all the time, and then it moves over, and I have to, and it's not even. Okay. What Marcus? No, I can't. We got any left? We're almost out of toilet cleaner. Well, Marcus, I can't hear you. I want the movie stuff. Bring stuff to the movie stuff to the bowls. It's really good. I'll buy some. No worries. Let's see. What do I want? I want my computer.
You know, we can hear you.
What?
It's a good warning.
I heard somebody say they could hear us.
Yes, we can.
Just in case you want to hear, just hit unmute. Hit mute. I learned that the hard way.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Huh.
We can just hear what you guys are talking about, toilet paper and all that, but that's okay.
The lower left of your screen is a.
I've got it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
There's still humor in this world.
Hello, is this Roy? I put in an order for delivery.
Oops, I was on mute that whole time I was talking. That's so funny. I was saying good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And if you feel comfortable turning your video on, I would love to be able to see bodies and see faces.
Well, I'll wait.
But of course, you have full permission to keep your video off if that works better for your situation right now. It's just always a joy for me to get to see you. Let's see. Gonna get you some good music. So before we get started this morning, the practice or the sequence that we're going to be doing today would be nice to have props. If you don't have anything that could possibly work, totally fine. But I will offer you the possibility of using something that resembles a strap if you don't have a strap. So you could use a towel. Yeah, that's always the best way to go, or even a scarf is really good for a strap. And then for blocks.
Use or just letting the sunlight your home.
Just gonna mute everybody. For blocks, even if you just have one, that would be awesome. If you have two, that's even better. If you don't have blocks at all, something like a water bottle, like the thermos kind, that always works great. Or even one of the teachers at another studio, she was like, toilet paper rolls. So if you have toilet paper rolls, you can use those as blocks. You can even stack one on top of the other. So if you have anything to kind of improvise, that's amazing. If not, don't worry about it, and we'll get through it. Yeah, cool. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
I'm back. I'm going to turn it off though.
Okay. So we're going to begin lying down on your back and have your strap or improvised strap nearby you. Good. Make sure everyone's on mute. Perfect. Okay. As you arrive on your back, what a sweet place to be. To just be lying down and being held. A lot of us are probably playing a role right now of holding our families, holding ourselves, holding our loved ones, holding people across the world who are in pain. And so for this moment, and for this practice, can you allow yourself to be held by the ground, by your mat, by your breath? Can you allow yourself to really be held by life? And so make this next breath really big and luscious. A super indulgent, luxurious breath. And as you exhale and open your mouth and release that out, feel your body get deeper. You're letting go even more. And then do that again a couple more times. And feel how breath is coming in and making contact with your body. That you are starting to be breathed by life. So not only are you breathing the air in from the space around you, but the space around you is actually breathing you. It is alive, it has its own consciousness, it has its own energy. And as it comes in and flows into your body, it is breathing you. And sensing this balloon-like spaciousness behind your navel. And as your breath expands and your navel expands out towards the sky, your side belly expands out towards the sides of the room. As you exhale, can you let that all go? And you feel that returning into deep center. Your navel returning in towards your spine. Your side belly returning in towards all of your intestines and that deep center of belly. And now take your arms all the way up and overhead. And interlace your fingers and turn your palms behind you. If your legs aren't already extended out in front of you, go ahead and do so. Extend your legs all the way out. And then push through your feet, like you could push them up against the wall that's in front of you. Push through your heels, your toes are drawing back toward your knees. Activate your thighs a lot, rooting down, reaching out through your heels. And now a full breath, feel it rise from your deep belly, up through your side ribs, out through the center of your palms. And as you exhale, stay here. Just allow your low ribs to relax towards the earth a little more. Now, can you wiggle your tailbone, dragging it towards your heels, lengthening it towards your heels. Feel your low spine get super long. And then again, one more time. Inhale, lengthening back. Your back ribs expanding, open and down into the ground. And as you exhale, let your front ribs soften towards your back ribs. You're rooting into the earth a little bit more. Beautiful. Release the cross of your fingers. Arms can release back down by your sides. And then draw your right knee into your chest. Your hands on your knee, just hugging in. Okay? And send your breath beyond your lung, beyond your belly, into this healthy compression that you can feel in your groin. So you're breathing a spaciousness into the healthy compression. Good, and then left hand stays on your knee, right arm goes out to the side, and then twist, pull your knee over to the left side. Good, big spacious belly breath, in that space between navel and spine, balloon breath. And as you exhale, let your right shoulder blade just melt in towards the ground a little bit more. Again, receiving just how held you are. You can let go, you can soften. And in fact, you are more held, you are more safe the more you let go. But inhale, lifting your knee back up center. Switch your hands, right hand onto your knee. Open your knee towards like the back right corner of whatever room you're in. And just give a soft hug down. Again, breathing into your head. And then hug your knee back through center and switch your legs. In, right leg goes out. And as you extend your right leg out, really reach through your thigh, reach through your foot. So you feel the front of your right hip opening as you're drawing your left knee into your chest. Can you even breathe? Go into that space where your low belly or wherever it is that it connects to your thigh. Can you breathe right into that space there? Relax the tops of your shoulders, sides of your neck. And then left arm out to the side, twist, pulling your knee over to the right side. Spacious balloon breath in your belly. Let it rise in through the sides of your spine and really melt your left shoulder blade down. Maybe you even gaze towards your left fingertips. Rising back up center, your left hand onto your knee, open it out, kind of pointing over your left shoulder, hugging down. Even reach a little more through your extended leg. Good, and then hug your knee back through center and switch your legs once again. Right knee in, left leg all the way out. And again, as you extend that left leg out, charge through your thighs so you feel the opening of the front of your head, your psoas. Beautiful. Now inhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. Relax through the tops of your shoulders, sides of your neck. Your jaw is soft. And now breathe belly and thigh together. Good. Stay lifted in your chest to switch your legs. Left knee in, right leg extends all the way out. Exhale, switch your legs. Reach more through your extended leg as you hug thigh and knee in. Exhale, switch your legs. Imagine you could touch your shoulder with your knee. That's how much you're hugging in. Exhale, switch your legs. This time, bring your arms by your sides. So you're just moving from your belly and your legs. Switch your legs. Exhale, switch. Now you can always support the back of your head with your hands. Just make sure to keep your elbows really wide out of your peripheral vision. And just keep moving slow, intentionally, and just noticing, being with the awakening of the power in your belly that is awakening, that's occurring. Beautiful. The next time your right knee pulls in, you'll stay there. Now bring your palms together, arms outside of your right thigh, and then reach towards the front right corner of the room a little bit more. Now breathe into the space between navel and spine. Feel how that breathes your back body down into the ground. One more breath. Return through center and switch your legs. Your left knee comes in, your right leg goes out. Palms together, arms reach outside of your left thigh, and then lift your chest a little more. Try to come off of both shoulder blades. But then can you hug your left knee and thigh in a little bit more? Breathe that spacious balloon belly breath. Beautiful. Return back through center, hug both knees into your chest. Hug and round, round, round. And then exhale, relax your chest down onto the mat. Find your improvised strap or strap if you have one. And if you don't have a strap, totally fine. Okay, starting with your left leg extended out, your right knee into your chest. You'll take your strap around the back of your foot. If you don't have a strap or a towel or a scarf even, you can bring your hands to the back of your thigh. That will be just as great. Okay, strap around the ball of your foot, slowly extend your leg straight up towards the sky. Now push, and I mean really push through both legs. And as you send your left thigh down towards the ground, can you press your right thigh, your right hip away from your shoulder? Beautiful. Inhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. Okay, if your hands are on your leg, you're not using a strap, you can walk your hands up the back of your leg. If you are on the strap, you can wiggle your hands up the strap a little bit more. Relax your shoulders. Push more through both legs, lift through your heart like you could touch your toes with your heart. And then exhale, relax your chest coming down. Now, gather the strap into your right hand. Left arm goes out towards the side. If you're not using a strap, your hand can come outside of your right shin or calf, okay? And then inhale, slowly rotate your legs. So from within your hip socket, roll your thigh, knee, shin, toes towards the right back corner of the room. And then slowly start to lower your leg out towards the right side. Now go slowly. You're only about 10% of the way, 30% of the way. Keep pressing your right hip, thigh away from your shoulder. Eventually, your upper arm can bend, or rather your elbow can bend, your upper arm can rest down on the ground. And then breathe through your inner thigh. And keep flexing your foot. Push out through your Achilles, through the very center point of your heel. And now notice what's going on in your right hip. Did it hike up towards your shoulder? Press it again forward, away from your right shoulder. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Good, slowly lifting back up center. Switching the straps into your left hand. If you're only using your hands, you don't have a strap, your left hand can come outside of your right shin. Right arm out to the side. Okay, but if you do have the straps come into your left hand, right arm out to the side. Now slowly start to cross over towards the left side, but pause before the back of your hip leaves the ground. So the back of your right hip stays down as you're pulling your leg over towards the left. You should feel that through your IT band, from your outer hip, through your outer thigh, outer knee, probably through the back of your leg as well. And wherever you're feeling the most sensation, send breath there. Let your body be held by breath. On your next exhale, drop your leg completely over to the left side, going fully into the twist. Okay, spacious belly breath. Exhale, melt your shoulder blades into the mat. Good, and then slowly rising all the way back up center. Bend your knee, remove the strap, and extend your right leg out to meet your left leg. Inhale, sweeping your arms up and overhead. Find the awkward interlace of your fingers, so your opposite index and thumb go on top. Turning your palms behind you again. Kind of wiggle your shoulder blades down your back. You feel really spacious through the sides of your neck. And then do the same thing, kind of wiggling your tailbone towards the backs of your heels. Push out through your feet, through your heels. Big breath, opening through your side waist, side ribs. Exhale, relax your front ribs towards your spine. One more breath, push through your thighs, your feet. And then exhale, release this completely. Arms come down by your sides. And then draw your left knee in, finding your strap, coming around the ball of your left foot. Okay, if you're not using the strap, hands are at the back of your thigh as you extend your legs straight up towards the sky. Okay, make both legs active. The tendency here is to totally forget about the right leg, but activate it. It's alive. Just notice for a moment the difference on this side, perhaps compared to the other side. Giving time and space for your body to let go of the holding of itself and to be held by breath, held by space. And now gather the strap into your left hand. Right arm out to the side. No, I'm sorry. First, keep both hands on the strap. Both hands on the strap. Inhale, curl, head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Okay, walking your hands up the strap or the back of your leg. Arms are straight, shoulders are soft and relaxed. Inhale, lift a little bit more. Push more through both legs, both of them. Exhale, can you hug your leg a little closer towards your chest? One more breath here. And now exhale, relax down. Gather the straps into your left hand. Right arm out to the side. If you don't have the strap, you're holding just outside of your left shin. External rotation of your legs, so thigh, knee, shin, toes point towards the back left corner of the room. And then you slowly start to lower out. And notice what's going on in your left hip. It's gonna wanna hike up towards your shoulder. So keep pressing your left hip forward, away from your shoulder. And then eventually your elbow bends, upper arm rests down. But keep kicking out your Achilles through the center of your heel. And then root down through the opposite side of your body. Your right thigh pressing down. Your right back ribs rooting down. Maybe you can drop your leg a little deeper into the stretch. Good, slowly rising, back up center. Switching hands on the strap. Again, if you're not using the strap, your right hand comes outside of your left shin or calf. And then slowly start to cross over towards the right. But again, you're pausing before the back of your hip leaves the mat. You'll only probably go about like 20%, 30%. The deepest, if you're like really open, is maybe 50%. Again, find your left hip, your left sit bone. Press it away from your shoulder, forward. And then reach further out through the back of your leg, through your heel. One more breath here. And exhale, drop completely into the twist. And now send your deep belly breaths up into the space between your shoulder blades and your upper back. Beautiful. Slowly rising again, back up center. Remove the strap, bend your knee. Pull both knees into your chest. Wrapping your arms around your shins, curl into a small ball. Flex your feet, your toes are pulling towards your knees. Breathe your back into the ground. And then relaxing your chest down. So you can choose, you can either rock up and down on your spine to rise up, or you can roll to the side if you're experiencing vertigo or for any reason it doesn't feel good to rock on your spine. Okay, rising all the way up. Find plank pose. Plank pose. Also have your blocks or improvised blocks at the top of your mat. Plank pose. Shoulders over wrists. Sternum lengthening forwards. Thighs charging up. Heels pressing back. Start to cultivate ujjayi. Breathing in and out of your nose. Letting it slide against the back of your throat. Good, one more breath here. Now push the floor away, lift your hips, your belly up. Downward facing dog, pressing your thighs back. 3 breaths. Feel them. Listen to them. Inhale, lift high to toes. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Step right foot, then left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthening heart forward. Exhale, deeply fold. Do that twice more. Inhale, lengthening sternum forward. Exhale, take that length even deeper down. One more time, heart forward. Even press your thighs back. Exhale, fold. Rising the same way, heart forward. Arms sweep out, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, Samya Sthiti. Hands at your heart. Okay, here we go. Surya A. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Maybe knees lower for chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Maybe you stay on your knees for this first one. And then rock your hips back. Tuck toes, lift hips. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Ujjayi. Inviting you into this warm, dense, focused place inside, present with body. Inhale, lift high to toes. Bend your knees. Gaze between thumbs. Step left foot, then right foot to the top of your mat. Heart forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deeply fold. Uttanasana. Rising all the way up to stand. Reach beyond your fingertips. Exhale, Samasthiti. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Surya A. Once again. Heart lengthens. Step back, lower on your exhale, halfway. Scooping heart forward and up, press your thighs up. Exhale, rock back, tuck toes, downward dog, Adho Mukha. Gathering your breath. Think 5 counts in, 5 counts out, if not even longer of an exhale. Good. Now inhale, your right leg rises. Keep your toes, your knee, your hip pointing down to the floor to begin. Root more into your fingertips. Mound of each finger, lengthening up through your side rims, side waist, reaching back. And then exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee to nose, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-leg dog once again, reaching back and up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, lengthening back. Exhale, knee to nose, and step through between your hands. Now get light on your hands. You can either let your fingertips graze the floor. If you have blocks, you can always place your blocks underneath your hands, just to get your chest lifted away from your thigh. So we're not relying on the dumping down to support us here. We're actually relying on our legs, strong, like trunks of a tree. Root into your front heel and drag it back towards the back short end of your mat. And now breathe a spaciousness. You might even kind of like wiggle the sides of your waist-side ribs longer forward. And then find stillness and breathe here. Now find that little space between navel and pubic bone, that low belly space, and just kind of scoop it up towards your spine, just a little bit. And now sweeping your arms out towards a T. Palms turn forward, sweep your arms by the sides of your ears. Little bend of your back knee, root down, lift your chest, crescent pose. Send your tailbone down towards the floor. Full breath. Exhale, release your hands down. Step your back leg to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale, fold, forward fold. And you can hold on to opposite elbow with opposite hand and just drape here. Let your head go. Slow your breath again and just feel the difference between your right hip and your left hip. Your right hip probably feels higher. Your right leg probably feels longer. And now inhale, lengthening your heart forward again. Hands on blocks or floor as you step your right leg straight back. Move the blocks to the sides. Step back to plank pose. Chaturanga. If for any reason you want to rest a little more and take fewer chaturangas, fewer vinyasas, you can go right to downward facing dog. If you took chaturanga, do upward facing dog, and then find your way downward facing dog. When you arrive, left leg rises. Inhale, lifting, pause. Use the support of the mat, the support of the ground, to actually lengthen and lift lighter. One more breath. Exhale, shoulders come over your wrists, knee hugs into your chest. Just like when we did this on our back. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reach all the way back. And exhale, hug in. Can you feel your front ribs hug your back ribs? And then do it one more time, lengthen back. Your front belly, your front heart hugs your back. Gaze between your thumbs and step your foot through. Okay, get light on your hands. Maybe your fingertips just grazing the mat. Again, if you have blocks, placing them under your hands to actually lift your chest. Super strong in your legs. Spacious in your breath. Find with your mind that space between navel and pubic bone and let it hug up towards your sacrum. Heart forward. Arms reach out to a T. Palms turn forward. Sweep your biceps by your ears. Now a little bend of your back knee. Root into your front heel. Already lengthening tailbone down as you rise, crescent pose. So feel your pubic bone lifting towards you. One more breath, lift. And exhale, hands find the block. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Try to cross your opposite forearm on top. It'll feel awkward. Good. Rock more of your weight towards the ball mounds of your feet. And feel your sit bones breathing up, away from your heels towards the spine. Listen to Ujjayi slide over the back of your head. Releasing your arms down, lengthening your heart forward. Entering, plant your hands and step your left leg back. Right leg back, plank pose. Vinyasa or skip it for any reason. Being kind to your body. Being kind to body. Downward facing dog. Resting dog. Be held by breath. You are being held by breath. Right leg rises, inhale. This time, bend your knee, your heel comes towards your buttock, and then turn your hip, even your belly turns open towards the right side. But push a little more through both palms, especially your left palm. And then lengthen up. And can you hear pull pubic bone towards navel, tailbone lengthens back and up. And then see if you can actually use that to turn yourself open a little bit more, dropping your foot behind you a little bit more. Good, and then straighten your leg, turn hip down towards the floor, rock shoulders forward, knee to chest, knee to nose. Inhale, reach back and up, three-leg dog. Good, now shoulders forward, knee taps your outer right arm, your side body hug. And then inhale, three-leg dog, breathe back. This time pull across to your left arm, but keep lifting your right hip. It's gonna wanna drop towards the floor, so keep lifting it. Good, and then reach back. And exhale, this time stepping through between your hands. Okay, lift your belly and chest away from your thigh. Spin your back heel down onto the mat. Bring your block or water bottle or whatever you're improvising with just outside of your right ankle. And I mean right outside of your right ankle. You can also have your hand on the ground. Now press the back of your knee into your inner arm as you turn open Konasana. Also feeling your outer right hip is kind of rolling underneath you, wrapping underneath you. And then breathe your bottom side ribs, your right ribs forward. Bend 3 more inches. Press back of knee into inner arm, and then almost lean back in your chest. Good, reverse warrior. Root down, rise up, left hand to your back thigh, right arm overhead. Straighten your front leg. Reverse triangle. Full breath. Exhale, hinge, come forward all the way through Trikonasana. Bottom hand down onto that block that's outside of your ankle or onto your shin as you turn open. Now use your feet rooting down. Use support. Use a space where you are being held by ground to actually charge up through your thighs, out through your sideways, forward through your heart. And then drop pubic bone towards navel. It'll be super subtle, but find that pubic bone towards navel. And then turn, teeny micro twist of your top ribs open towards the sky. Gaze down, bend into your front knee. Left hand comes underneath your chest. Come to the ball of your back foot. Twist open to the right side. As you do, hugging your outer right hip in. Full breath. Exhale, close your hand down. Now, step your right foot only halfway back. Only halfway back. Turn your right toes, your right knee out to the right side of the room. Drop your back heel down towards the left. So you come to the pinky side edge of your back foot. And then lean into your left hand, turn open to the right. So push down into your front foot a lot. Open into your top outer hip. Full breath. Exhale, close this down. Hand to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Arc forward. Vinyasa. Feel your breath. Upward dog. Roll your outer arms back. Charging your thighs up. Thighs up. When you press your knees back, notice how much more space it gives you. Sides, spine, side, waist. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, shoulders over wrist, knee to chest, your front body hugging back body. Inhale, 3-leg dog, reaching back. Tapping your outer left arm as you come forward, side body hug. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, pull across to your right arm, but keep lifting your hip away from the ground. Inhale, lengthen back and up. Exhale, step through. Between your hands. Okay, light on your palms. Drop back, heel down. Block just outside of your ankle, or hand just outside of your ankle. Pressing the back of your knee into your arm as you roll this outer left hip underneath you. Turn over. See how long and spacious you can get in your bottom side waist. As you breathe your left ribs forward and send your left hip back. Bend 3 more inches. And then stay low as you rise up, reverse warrior. Right hand to back thigh arm, left arm overhead. Good, now straightening your front leg, reverse triangle. Feel how long you are through your left side. Maintain that as you start to shift forward. Konasana. left side. Bottom hand returns to block or shin. Turn over. Trikonasana. Again, sliding left hip back. Left ribs long forward. That micro twist, turning over. Gaze down, bend into your knee. Right hand underneath your shoulder. Twist open to the left side. One more breath. Heart forward, left hip back. Exhale, close this down. Now your left foot is going to way back. Halfway. Toes and knee turn out to the left. And then switch to the head edge of your back foot so your heel drops to the right. And then turn open. This is a modified Vashisthana. Push into your front foot a lot. Open and lift your bottom hip up into your top hip. One more breath. Exhale, close this down. Step back to plank pose. Now everyone lower down onto your belly in 5. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down. Inhale, lifting your chest and bringing your forearms down onto the ground for a Sphinx pose. Your palms, your forearms, your elbows are flat on the mat. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Root down into palms, forearms, elbows, and actually drag towards the back of the mat. But then press your pubic bone down into the mat. You'll have that lift, that low belly space up towards your sacrum. And then charge back through your thighs, through your feet, rooting down into the mat. And then a big spacious belly breath rises up into your ribs, touches your collarbones. Good, now cross your left forearm in front of your chest. Bend your right knee, reach around with your right arm, grab a hold of either your outer ankle, or if you want a little more shoulder stretch, you can hold inside of your ankle. And then start to kick your shin back. You're still rooting your pubic bone down, that low belly space, just gently hugging your sacrum. Your left leg, your extended leg is still active, alive. Good, and then breathe. Big, spacious belly breath. Rises into your back ribs. Rises into your collarbones. Good, full breath. And then exhale, slowly let your chest relax towards the ground as you actually pull your heel now in towards your buttock. In towards your buttock. Good, and now extending your right leg all the way back behind you. Sweep your right arm all the way out forward. Get long through your right side. And then cross your right forearm in front of your chest. Sweep your left arm around as you bend your left knee. Grab a hold. Root pubic bone down as you start to kick your shin back. Now, just be lulled by the rhythm of your breath. Close your eyes. Your eyes and just feel the rhythm of breath. Inhale. Exhale, pulling your heel towards your body. Your chest can relax towards the ground. Slowly extending your left leg all the way back behind you. Sweep your right arm all the way out long forward. And then exhale, relax your forearm down. You can actually rest your forehead on your forearms. And just give your hips a little wiggle, side to side, just loosening your sacrum, loosening your low back. Good, and then extend both of your arms out towards you. Right, you're at like a slight bend of your arm. Good, and then lift your chest, just like a low cobra lift, just to your top rib. And root down to the tops of your feet, pubic bone rooting down. And then lift your right leg off of the ground. Reach lower your right leg down. And inhale, lift your left foot. Your thigh, your knee, the top of your foot, stay pointing down towards the ground. One more breath, find a little more lift, and exhale, lower down. Now, right leg, left arm, pull up. Exhale, lower down. Left leg, right arm, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right leg, left arm, exhale, lower. Inhale, switch, lower. Inhale, switch, lower. Switch, lower. Moving with your breath. Inhale, lifting knees. Exhale, lower. And every time your leg lifts, almost feel like it's happening from your inner thigh. As your toes point straight back behind you. Lift and lift and lower. Now stay lowered. Inhale, lift both of your legs together off of the mat. Exhale, lower. Now root strong, like legs are the trunk of a tree, strong into the ground. And inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms. Full breath. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, legs and arms lift together. Think about lengthening rather than lifting. So inhale, lengthen more. 1. Lengthen 2. Lengthen 3. And then release all the way down. You can cross your palms or your forearms again and just rest down. And now bend your knees so your toes point up to the sky. And take windshield wipers with your shins going side to side. Loosening your sacrum. Receive the sensational experience softening through your low back. Beautiful. And then lifting your chest. Legs extend back. Hands by your side rims. Gently press up to upward facing dog. Take an extra breath here. Pressing thighs up, rolling arms back. And then find downward facing dog, which should feel really yummy after all of that back strengthening we just did. So take a little bit of movement, bending one knee, straightening the other. Really go into those tissues that connect the back of your pelvis to your low spine. Move and breathe in a way that actually allows that whole space to lengthen. And then just finding stillness in a neutral dog. Breathing long through both sides of your spine. Feeling the tissues of your spine being held by breath. Inhale, lifting your right leg up and back. Bend your knee, heel towards your buttock, open towards the right side. Then extending your leg straight, turn your hip down, rock forward, step through between your hips. Back heel down onto the mat. That block comes right outside of your right ankle to turn, open, hard up. Now from here, just gaze down. Push into your front big toe down and send your right hip far back towards the back short end of your mat. Straighten your leg, Trikonasana. And then root into your feet to rotate. Find that micro twist of toppers opening towards the sky. Now pubic bone towards navel. Hot hand onto your hip. Gaze down. Bend a lot into your front knee. Reach with your hand or your block way out in front of your pinky toe and pause. Deep breath in. Bend your back knee. Exhale, glide forward. Bring all your weight over your right leg, right foot, and lift your back leg to hip height. Ardha Chandrasana. Keep turning your chest open towards the left. Left arm extends towards the sky as an option. Now we've already kind of opened the fronts of our thighs and our psoas. If you want to go for Chapasana, you can bend your back knee, reach around with your left hand to grab a hold of your ankle. But But I want you to think about this like if I were standing above you, it would look like bow, right? So your shin is kicking behind your back and not up to the sky. Beautiful. Now, kind of let your front ribs fan open if you're in Shavasana, but draw your pubic bone towards your navel. One more breath. Slowly extending your back leg back, top arm to the sky. And then top hand onto your hip, gaze down. Bend into your standing leg, touch your back toes down onto the mat. Slide your hand, your block outside of your right ankle. Straighten your right leg. You return into Trikonasana. Turn over. Good, full breath. Exhale, close your chest down. Now, bend into your front knee and press off. Press off. Hands are supported by blocks or floor. You're in a standing split. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, deeply fold over your left. Good. Now inhale, heart lengthening forward. Bend both of your knees, so standing knee and back. Bring your back knee to tap the back of your standing knee. And then push down, straighten your standing leg, extend your left leg back again. Do that 2 more times. Bend, tap, press, and straighten, lengthen. 1 more time. Bend and tap. Exhale, press, and straighten. Inhale here. Exhale, pull your back knee into your chest and step your foot down onto the mat. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Again, just sense the difference in your right hip, your left hip, your right leg, your left hip. Now inhale, heart forward. Exhale, step your right leg straight back. Little bend of your back knee. Inhale, rise up to crescent pose. Now let your left hip drag back slightly, your right hip drags forward slightly. Tailbone going down, pubic bone lifting. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Your left hand grabs your right wrist. And then inhale, reach straight up towards the sky, getting longer on your side waist. Even push back more through the center of your back heel. And now exhale, side bend over towards the left side. This should feel really good, stretching out that right side hip, side waist. Good, and now inhale, lifting back up center. You're gonna twist open to the left side, reach your arms out to a T. Okay, feel your inner thighs hug towards each other. Left hip drag back, right hip forward. That's soft scissoring action of your legs. Now reach your back hands to the back of your back thigh, or if that's not available, onto your sacrum. Now turn your top palm up to the sky and reach all the way up by the side of your ear. Exalted warrior. Good. Full breath. Exhale, come back. Chest over shoulders, arms to a T. Weave your back arm down by your outer hip forward and up to the sky. Maybe you gaze up and touch your palms together if that's okay for neck and shoulders. And then exhale, hands find the ground. Step back to plank pose. Pause. Lean to your left. Drop your heels to the left. Vashisthasana. Your right foot can either step in front of or on top of your left foot. Breathe your bottom ribs pulling forward. Good, full breath. Exhale, hand down, chaturanga, or skip it. You can go right back to downward dog or even resting child's pose if that would be what is the kindest action for your body. So this kindness, sometimes in the act of holding our loved ones, you know, physically or emotionally or mentally or financially, there becomes a unkindness that we start to impose on ourselves. We start to allow our boundaries to become very muddled. So right now, it's about finding this real act of love, an act of devotion to your own kindness and gentleness to yourself. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, shoulders over wrists, stepping through between your hands. Back heel down onto the mat, block outside of your left ankle. Or again, hand outside of your ankle if that's where you're going. Knee pressing into inner arm as you turn open, Parsvanasana. So bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. And already start to send your left hip towards the back short end of your mat. That makes your left side waist even longer. And now gaze down. Push into your front big toe mound and come right into Trikonasana. Just keep sending your hip back as you straighten your leg. And now find that micro twist of turning your top ribs over. Top hand comes onto your hip, gaze down, bend into your knee, reach your left hand, block way, way out, full breath. Exhale, bring all of your weight over your standing foot, then lift back leg to hip height, straighten and extend all the way, Ardha Chandrasana. Top arm maybe extends towards the sky. Okay, if you're going there, Chapasana, bend your back knee, reach around, grab a hold. But notice which direction your knee's pointing. Is it pointing up towards the sky? Drop it to the height of your hip so it points straight back and kick your shin towards the wall behind your back. Even here, find that little bit of hug of pubic bone towards navel. Good, slowly extending your leg all the way out long. Once again, Ardha Chandrasana. And then bending your standing leg, back toes touch down. Bring your hand, your block outside of your ankle, return into Trikonasana. Front leg straight, turn your heart open. Full breath. Exhale, gaze down, close this all down. Bend into your front. Little bend of your back knee, heart forward. Exhale, press off. And lengthen, heart forward. Hands can be supported by blocks or floor. And then exhale, fold, standing split. Beautiful. Now, bending both knees. Pull your back knee in to tap the back of your standing knee. There's even a little bit of a rounding of your spine. And then exhale, straighten your standing leg and extend your right leg back. Inhale, bend and tap. Exhale, straighten and lengthen. One more time. Good, now pull your back knee into your chest, scooping belly, front ribs towards spine. Step your foot down onto the mat. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Heel toe your feet wider than your hips. Now grab a hold of your big toe mounds with your peace fingers. You can bend your knees as much as you need to find that. Inhale, lengthening your sternum forward. Pause. Now even rock more weight forward towards the balls of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your side ribs, breathing forward. And then exhale, pull back on your toes, dropping your heart towards the earth. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. You're spacious on the sides of your neck. Heavy in your cheeks. Make the center of your cheeks really heavy. Every exhale, see if you can give that tiny hug, encouraging your body to let go, drop deeper, let go, drop deeper. Good, now inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Heel toe your feet back together and fold. Good, inhale, lengthening heart forward, step your left leg straight back, left leg straight back. Little bend in your back knee, rise up, crescent pose. The tailbone's going down, pubic bone is lifting towards the floor. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Already start to push back through your heel as you lift more through your side waist. Drag your right hip back as you side bend to the right side. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Inhale, lifting center. Keep dragging your right hip back as you twist open arms to a T. Bring your back hand to your right hand, eye Turn your left palm up to the sky. Exalted warrior. Reaching overhead. One more breath. Exhale, come center, arms to a T. Sweep your back arm down by your hip, forward and up, maybe gazing up and touching. Exhale, hands find the mat. Step back to plank pose and pause. Lean into your right hand, send your heels to the right. Turn over, Vashisthasana. Maybe left foot stacks on top of or in front of your foot. And one more breath. Exhale, close it down. Vinyasa, child's pose, downward dog. Honor your body, be kind to your body in this moment. Okay. Inhale, lift high to your toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze forward, make your way to the top of your mat, whatever that looks like. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward, and then exhale, fold. And now inhale, lengthen your heart forward, and grab a hold of your right big toe mound with your peace fingers. Now your left hand will do great to be supported by a block or again a water bottle or anything that you can place underneath your left hand that will be stable. So left hand is supported whether on block or on ground. Right fingers are grabbing your right big toe. And now scoop your belly towards your spine. Pull your right knee into your chest. And then inhale, slowly start to rise. You can bring your left hand onto your hip and rise all the way up to stand. Now, your right knee can bend as much as it needs to. See how the right knee is bent? Still holding the big toe. Root a lot into your standing big toe mound and lift up. Now, your right hip wants to hike up, so keep letting your right hip, your right buttock relax down towards the ground. Breathe, lifting tall, tall, tall. And now, bend your knee, release your foot with your hand. Start to send your leg behind you, arms reach out to a T. Come through warrior 3, extend your right leg back, arms reach out in front of you. And then bend your standing leg, tap your back foot down, lift through your chest. Hold breath. Exhale, twist open to the left side, just the same way we did before, arms to a T. Exalted warrior, back hand to your back thigh or sacrum, reach over. Good. Now, come again. Shoulders over hips, arms to a T. This time, sweeping your back arm down, forward, and up. You're gonna open to warrior 2. Your back heel drops down, turn your chest over to the right side. Reverse warrior here, full breath, lengthening back. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, hinge, Trikonasana. Finding block outside of your ankle, turn open. Top hand onto your hip, gaze down. Bend into your knee, reach your bottom hand way out. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Press up. Savasana, if you're going, you can always play with your balance. Maybe put just a couple fingertips down. Maybe put your bottom hand to your heart. Full breath. Exhale, extend your leg, arm reaches to the sky. Now, turn your chest down, standing split. Good, inhale, bend your knees. Tap your back knee to your standing. Exhale, straighten, lengthen, even drop your heart more. Inhale, 2 more times, bend and tap. Exhale, straighten and drop your heart. 1 more. Good. Now bend your back knee, pull it in towards your chest, and step your foot down at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthening heart forward. Exhale, fold. We're going right to the other side. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Your right hand is either supported by block or floor. Grab a hold of your left big toe with your peace fingers. And find that little bit of scoop of your navel towards your spine and pull your left knee into your chest. Slowly start to lift. Right hand can come onto your hip as you rise all the way up. Your left knee can bend as much as it needs to. But keep relaxing that outer left hip down. Lengthening up. And even if your knee stays bent, keep kicking out through your heel a lot. Really lovely. One more breath here. As you exhale, bend your knee, heel comes in, release your foot. Keep your leg behind you, moving through warrior 3, chest forward, leg back. And then touch your back toes down onto the mat, crescent pose, rising up. Exhale, twist open to the right, arms to a T. Exalted warrior. Back hand to back thigh or sacrum, arm over. Good, come right through center. Back arm sweeps down, forward and up. Now back heel down. Warrior 2, turn over. Reverse warrior. Reverse triangle, straighten your leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. Hinging forward. Find block or shin. Turn open. Gaze down. Top hand onto hip, moving through Ardha Chandrasana. Bend, reach out, and press off. Top arm can extend to the sky. Maybe you come into Chapasana, bending your back. Maybe you play with your balance. Maybe just one fingertip down. Maybe your whole hand to your heart. One more breath. Beautiful. Extending your back leg back, top arm to the sky. This time, standing split. Turn your chest down towards the earth. Fold. Now inhale, bending your knees, tapping back knee to standing knee. Exhale, straighten, lengthen, and drop your heart. 2 more times, move with your breath. Beautiful, pull your back knee into your chest and step your foot down onto the mat. Inhale, lengthening heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart lengthening forward. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Turn your toes slightly out, heels slightly in. Malasana, drop your hips down. You can always roll. You can take the front of your mat and roll it back if you need heel support. Palms together in front of your heart, lifting through your chest. Good. Now, all of these tissues right here, your sacrum, let them just like melt. Melt across your low back towards your outer hips. Close your eyes. You just keep melting your low back. Good. Now root down into your feet a lot. Rise all the way up to stand, reaching your arms up, 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 up. Turn your toes forwards and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, heart lengthening forward. Heel toe your feet back together and fold once again. Now rising all the way up to stand. So now, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Spread your toes. Feel the 4 corners of your feet, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, inner arch, outer arch, rooting down evenly. Engage your thighs, lift. as you send your tailbone down. Breathe your back ribs lengthening up. Shoulders relaxed. And now shift your weight into your left leg. Pull your right knee into your chest. Right knee into your chest. And as you do that, relax your right hip down towards the ground. Now 2 options. You can either take your left hand, hold outside of your right calf, or reach all the way to the pinky side edge of your foot. Then start to kick your leg out straight as you turn your right ribs open and extend your right arm behind you. Again, even if you're grabbing the outer edge of your foot, your leg does not have to come all the way straight. You can maintain a bend. Keep rooting down, lifting tall, opening, twisting open. Good, last breath. Exhale, unwind. Now, pull your ankle across, bend your standing leg, and cross your ankle over your left thigh. You have to create a little bend in the standing leg so there's a shelf. Bring your hands to your heart. Now send both of your sit bones, your hips reaching back behind you. Heart pitching forward, forward, hips going further back, more weight in your heel. And then eventually, maybe, forearms rest down on your shin and ankle. You can always use the support of the wall. And now where are you holding on? Maybe it's in your tongue. Soften your tongue. Maybe it's the corners of your eyes or the corners of your lips. Soften. Good, and then slowly rise all the way back up. Hug your knee back center and step your foot down. And shake that out, especially your standing foot. Give it a little wiggle, a little roll. Beautiful, and then finding Tadasana once again. Feeling that even weight on both sides of your feet. And then shift your weight into your right leg. Pull your left knee into your chest. Tailbone lengthening down. Your right hand either grabs a hold of the outside of your shin or the pinky side edge of your left foot. And as you start to kick your heel out straight in front of you, lift taller and twist open. Left arm can extend behind you. You can always keep your left hand on your hip as well. Exhale, slowly unwind. Create the bend of your standing leg. Cross your left ankle over your thigh. Send your hips back, way back, hands to your heart. So it's more like the figure 4, your ankles on your thigh rather than knee on top of thigh. Yeah, good. Hands at your heart, send weight into your heel. Lengthen back, lengthen back, lengthen back. Maybe, eventually you rest down on shin, ankle, knee. Slowly rising up, uncross, set your foot down. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthening heart forward. Step back to plank. If you really feel like a vinyasa would be super nourishing, you can take that. Otherwise, just go straight to child's pose. Coming down onto your knees, pressing your hips. Walk your hands over towards the left side of the room. Moving long through your right side. And then walk your hands back through center. Find length through both sides of your waist before you start to walk your hands over to the right side. Gentle breaths open you through your side body. And then slowly walking your hands back through center. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Slowly roll your spine up. Your head will be the last thing to rise. Coming all the way up. Bring your legs out from underneath you. Send your legs all the way out in front of you. Dandasana. Hands by the sides of your hips, rooting down and actually lifting you, almost like you were gonna lift out of your seat without doing so. Roll your shoulder heads back. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Reach your heart out in front of you. Come about 10%, pause. And then energetically pull the backs of your thighs back behind you. And then exhale, totally fold in. Have a little scoop of your belly towards your spine just to protect your low back. Good, and then inhale, heart forward. Slowly rise up and find your way down onto your back. Scooting yourself forward so there's room to lie down, and then coming all the way down onto the back. Okay. Knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Pull your right knee into your chest and your left knee into your chest. And cross your right thigh over your left thigh. One hand on each knee, hug in towards your chest. Now flex your feet, pushing through your heel. And either choose to keep your hands on your knees or walk your hands to mid-shin and pull in from there. Or walk your hands to the pinky side edges of your feet and pull in from there. Now you can always lift your heels away from your hips to deepen this as well. Good. And then reaching your arms out to a T. Drop your legs over to the left side. So now these might not be the deepest breaths, but they're still full. You're still fully present with them. And then slowly unwind your legs, lifting your top knee, your right knee up first. Then your left knee follows. And keep your knees open wide. And without even bringing your hands onto your knees, you're going to just relax your arms still on the mat. Just let your hips open, your knees open. Good. And then cross left thigh over right thigh. Now you can bring your hands onto your knees and hug in from there. Maybe you stay right here. Definitely flex your feet. Maybe you walk your hands to mid-shin or even to the pinky side edges of your feet and pull in from there. And then keep sending full spacious breaths into the bowl of your pelvis. And as you exhale, actually let the backs of your hips sink deeper down into the ground. Opening your arms out to a T. Dropping your legs to the right. And then you're unwinding first. So unwind, stack your left knee on top of your right knee. That way you can lift your left knee and chin up first. And then you arrive center with your knees open wide. flex your feet, lift your heels over your knees. And then you can reach up with your arms for happy baby. You might like to rock, you might stay still, you might straighten the backs of your legs if you want that final hamstring stretch. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees open out wide, so you're like in a butterfly on your back. You can hold your feet or your shins and pull in. And then inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Some of you might even wrap your wrists around the fronts of your ankles and hug in. One more breath, and then exhale, relax. Down, hug your knees center. Set one foot onto the mat. Your other foot onto the mat. Lift your hips, lower your hips. Extend one leg all the way out. Your other leg all the way out. Savasana. Great. So soften your jaw. Like right where your jaw meets your ear. Let it go totally loose. Falling towards the back of your jaw that wraps around the back of your head. And letting that fall into the ground. Sense the skin of your back, where the skin of your back contacts the ground. And then sense or even just imagine the breath that is occurring between the skin of your back and the ground. Between the skin of your back and the ground, feel the breath there. Just imagine the breath there. Go into your thighs. 18 inches deep inside of your thighs. And sense, or just imagine, breath deep in your thighs. Expanding and softening. your shins, arriving in the space of your ankles. Arriving in the space in your ankles. Soften the space inside of your ankles. And now sensing your feet and the breath in your feet. You start to breathe that earth grounding feet energy up through your calves into your knees. Breathe it up into your thighs, into your pelvis. Breathe it up into your belly and into your heart, into your throat and your eyes, sending it down your arms, into your fingers. Finding little movements in your fingers and in your toes, wiggling alive with this grounded earth energy. Yeah, and taking any other movement that would feel good. If you want to roll through your wrists, if you want to even take a full body stretch, reaching your arms overhead. And in your own time, finding your knees bending and rolling over onto your right side. And rest there, making a little pillow with your bottom arm. Gentle, kind breaths on your back. And slowly rising all the way to sit up. Coming to find a comfortable seat. Bringing one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart. And breathe into your palms. But as much as you are breathing into your palms, also settle into the space that is beneath your palms. So draw a line from the center of your palms and go deep inside. Okay, the deep center of your chest, and the deep center of your belly. Can you almost feel breath originating, being sourced at that deep center space? Breathing you open out to your outer edges, opening into the space around you, and then you exhale and soften and travel back into that deep center space. Your bottom hand holding the energy of grounded, of rooted, of safe and stable, of in charge, in control, in a partnership with your reality, your co-creator. And then your top palm, holding the energy of connection, of sweetness, of joy, of love, of feeling all of the emotions, the full spectrum, each of them beautiful and holding their own purpose. And so as you bring your palms to meet together in front of your heart, can you actually feel these two energies meeting and almost even merging together? So this grounded, rooted, safe. I am safe to feel and connect and love. And inhale, lifting through your heart. Exhale, bowing all the way forward and down, bowing in deep gratitude and reverence to this earth body, to this practice in this virtual space to practice together, space inside for you to practice anytime you choose to go in. And then rising up, you can bring thumbs to touch third eye. The spirit in me sees, honors, and loves the spirit in you. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me and for staying devoted to yourself. And I hope that you find all the small ways that you can allow yourself to be held during this time. It's so important because I know so many of you are doing the holding. So.
Thank you.
I like the paradise you look like you're in right now, John. Are you on a green screen?
Yeah, it's not a green screen. It's just a photograph. It's in the app, in the Zoom app. You can put any kind of background in. Very fancy.
Love that.
Hannah, your music was great. It didn't drop out. Did you do anything special with it?
I have a fancy microphone, and if you have one of these babies, you can set up the sound so it doesn't the sound doesn't drown out your voice.
Right.
Yeah. So
very nice, because I can enjoy the music. Then, a lot of times it kind of drops in and out. And
yeah, I know.
Anyway, thank you. See you next week.
Yeah. Okay. See you next week. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye. Hi,
Bye.
Judy.
So good to see you.
Bye.